Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hello. It's been a while. It's been a little bit. It's been a couple days. Let me turn on the TTSQ stuff because I said it would be on today, and I inadvertently turned it off. So give me a second there. But yeah, I'm a little bit later than I normally stream. I normally stream around like 1 p.m. Pacific time. So yeah, but basically, here's the key thing, guys. We did it.
Eric.
Oh, hello. Jesus Christ, it's loud. We did the Nuzlocke Invitational, guys. It happened. Yeah, I kind of chilled, kind of, relaxed a little bit these past couple days. A little burnt out, because you kind of stretch yourself to do the big event. But once you do it, it's done, right? So just kind of taking it a little bit more relaxed, vibing. And so what today we're going to do is we're just going to kind of go over the Nuzlocke Invitational. Any questions you guys may have, I got some fun stories for you, and maybe we'll even talk about like a next year kind of thing. So yeah, it was kind of insane though. Like let's talk about that. I can't believe we pulled it off. I have so many cool things. What's a Nuzlocke? What's a Nuzlocke? Wait. Okay, why are there so many people asking what a Nuzlocke is? Nuzlocke Invitational? Wait, are you? Wait, are you? Oh, I can't. Are you actually serious? Wait, are you actually serious? I actually need to know if you're serious. Can you post this on YouTube? What's Pokemon? All right, you guys are joking. All right, you guys are actually joking. Okay, all right. They're not serious. All right. But yeah. Basically, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. We put on a crazy event, and honestly, it performed beyond my wildest dreams. How did you guys like it? Tell me. Be serious and be real. Don't like oh, it was good. Like if it was bad, it was bad, okay? If it was horrible, it was horrible. If it was mid, it was mid. It was all right. All right, cool. So I see a lot. I think you guys liked it. Dude, what an insane couple sets there were. Like, we could not ask for a better narrative. Like, the worst thing that could have happened, right? Like genuinely, the worst thing that could have happened is Valkyrie sweeping it all. Which isn't bad, because it was kind of insane with all of the effort she put in. Okay? Like from a narrative standpoint, okay, it's cool, it's whatever. That's the thing that we expected. But the fact, holy shit. And this stream obviously is spoilers for everything of the Nuzlocke Invitational, okay? Okay, obviously. Holy shit, Slimesicle beating Valkyrie in the first round? 0-2 Valkyrie? Into the Valkyrie, like Valkyrie starting as the villain. Oh my god, a new one appears out of nowhere, demolishes everybody in the tournament, and then Ray has to claw back from hell in order to actually beat the one who knocked her out of the tournament in the first place. And we had the upset of the literally the upset of the bracket reset into the final best of 3, going to a game of 3. Like, that was cinema. Just pure cinema. Like, I can't believe that happened. I actually cannot believe it happened. It was one of the most insane things I've ever seen. Do you see Slimeskull's 37-page Poke Bible? I did. I was watching his stream, yeah. He revealed his documents And Slimesicle is like just like he practiced so much. He practiced so much in order for him to actually like conquer the tournament. It was nuts. Nameless Kemner, thanks for the 46 months. And for Dr. Kedner. McAllister, thanks for the 10 months. Claire DeCat, thanks for the 29 months. The Mighty Ham, thanks for the 18 months. Formless Bread, but thanks for the 5 gifted subs. Oh, we got a treasure train. 35% off 5+ gift subs. Oh, hell yeah. Jade Korok, thanks for the 5 months. So Tropical, Mega, Mr. Regano, Fusro, Leader J-Star, Inspector Snickers, Zoomers, Sadie, Stellalam, Emod, thanks for the 4 years. That's crazy. Artsy, thanks for the 2 months. That's crazy. Poor Man, thanks for the 23 months as well. The W event, I appreciate it. Yeah. Can someone explain the tournament rules? I'll just go. Nuzlocke.in has everything you want to know. I will be completely honest though. If you have not heard about the Nuzlocke Invitational, somehow, a child left behind. I don't know how else to, it's. I did my best. I truly did my best to let everybody know about what it was. And it is currently on the YouTube channel under the live tab. It's there. All right. Like I've done my job. I need to relax on letting you guys know, but I'm glad that those who watched it. So thank you. For those who are even wondering what a Nuzlocke is, I guess welcome. I guess you might have found the channel for the first time. We're talking about the Nuzlocke Invitational that I just held. I will just clarify this. If you're coming in here with no knowledge about what it is, I am so sorry. I will not be explaining it. I've done it for the past like month and a half of my life. We're just going over the recap. If you missed the promo, I'm so sorry, but I tried so hard. So Happy Guy, thanks for the 5 months. Thank you so much for that. Sorry, 5 gifted subs. Happy Guy, thanks for the 5 gifted subs. True Game Colors, thanks for the 5 gifted subs. And Minu, thanks for the 5 gifted. Formless Bread, thanks for the 10 gifted. Oh my god, so many gift subs. Thank you. But yeah, the Invitational was nuts. Now here's some insane stats for you. Let me see if I can like show you, because I want to show you. I don't want today to just be like stream where I totally recap. I want to show you some behind the scenes stuff. I wonder if I can take. All right, cool. Let me show you guys some behind the scenes stuff here about the Nuzlocke Invitational. Just to show you like the insane stats behind it. Okay, let me show you the Twitch stream stuff. So I want to before we get into like the stories and all that, I want to really like highlight how insanely popular this stream was. And this is just my side. I don't have Peach Hell stats yet. Let me do that. Okay, cool. Okay. And don't worry, I will try to answer all of the questions that you guys have about it. So just be a little bit patient. Okay, so these, and I'm just going to fully leak this because why not? This is just we streamed the Nuzlocke Invitational on both P-Chow's Twitch, my Twitch, P-Chow's Twitch, my Twitch, and also let me actually take this screenshot a little bit differently. And also my YouTube channel. So we had 3 different places to watch the stream. Yeah. 3 different places to watch the stream. Here were the Twitch stats. We had almost 500,000 viewers uniquely on Twitch. Yeah. This isn't a stat that you'll see here, but the max peak viewership between P-Chow and I was about 34K on Twitch. We'll get to all this later. This is YouTube. Peak 22K. Now, not at the same time, but if you combine those, that is about 56. So 56K is my new highest viewed stream of all time by almost triple. And yes, some of you guys might be looking at the actually important stat here. You might be like, wow, oh my god, that's a lot of average viewers, all this. That's not the important stat. It's down here. The average person that watched the stream was 51 minutes. So if likelihood you watched around that time. Out of all the people that ended up watching, I think, let me double check the unique viewers on YouTube so I can get you guys that stat, because it's interesting. Why not? I like analytics. 150,000 unique viewers on YouTube. 150,000 unique viewers on YouTube. So on average, out of the 150,000 viewers, each watched for 51 minutes. So you're a millionaire now, right? No, fuck no. We're losing money on this event. What are you talking about? It's not even what. Okay, we're gonna get to that in a second. Okay, I think, and let me, like, I'm extremely open, maybe for better or for worse, about my finances when it comes to events. And while I'm not sure how much I can release, because obviously I'm partnering with P-Chow here, so then I don't want, I normally would just tell you guys, but like I probably should talk to him beforehand. I will tell you some of this. First off, streamers make more than you think, but also a lot less than you think. Okay, like I see it all the time on YouTube, and this is where it comes by, right? It is more than you think, but it's a lot less than you think, because if you want to do something like this, your expenses are also very high. So then the actual money that you walk away isn't a ton. I'm living super comfortably. That's not to say anything. Like I got like some nice things. Like it's just like I can spend my money. I'm not really worried about bills, right? Like that's the obvious. Like I'm not gonna shy away from that. But I'm not like, I'm looking at my like, if you Google PointCrow net worth, shit's wrong by like zeros. That's what I'm telling you guys right now. Okay. So before we get into like everything else, I'll just dispel that sort of thing, and we'll get into all of this. But yes, these are the numbers for the event. Yeah, guys, I literally couldn't afford a steak dinner for people. Universal, LM, thanks for the Prime. Pia, thanks for the 50 gifted subs. Guys, can we get some PointCrow gifts in chat? Hi, Draz. Can we get 50 gifted subs? Sorry, can we get PointCrow gifts for the 50 gifted subs? Sorry, I'm a little bit still tired from the event and stretching myself a little bit thin over these past couple weeks. So I'm trying to sort of regain. August is going to be a little bit more of a chill month. We're still going to be using some like awesome things with stream. We'll get to that later. But specifically, you know, like we're doing some cool stuff. Oh god. I guess Pala and Simon wanted to know if this was going to be like a Crow Point video. If there is, I guess I should probably do like some sort of like intro for it. It's really truly just going to be me chatting the entire time and answering questions and like off the dome. So I'm not too sure how many people are interested in it, but yeah, I held a Nuzlocke Invitational, the biggest stream I've ever done in my entire life with PointCrow, where we had 16 streamers made up of 8 teams to complete a Nuzlocke. The 6 Pokemon to beat the Nuzlocke with, they entered into a tournament, which then they would battle in LA in person against 7 other teams that did the same thing. And so we're just kind of going over the, what's next with the channel, the cool numbers behind it, fun stories, and any questions that chat may have here on Twitch. Cool. So if you want to do that, then we do it. What's the previous viewers? What's the previous high viewers? I think my previous high was like 21K, and that was for like a Nintendo Direct. Lynn, thanks for the 5 gifted subs. Holy shit! Formless Bread, thanks for the another 50 gifted subs. Damn. Thank you so much. What about Kaiser Finale? I think it was 16K, so I didn't even reach that. But that was over a duration of like 9 hours, so it's a little different. Thanks for the 50 gifted subs, Formless Bread. All of the PointCrow gifts in chat. Hey, you gotta. Most of you guys are probably subbed by now, so you can use that PointCrow gift emote. So, yeah, I'll get to the finances a bit, but let's start with the stats behind the event, because I think it's really cool and really fun. And then we'll get into the finances. We'll get to some stories and anything else that you guys want to know, sort of about it. But yeah, so the peak viewership of this was 54K out of the over 500,000 unique viewers of the stream. The average view duration was 51 minutes, which is crazy. So here's the thing. I put on good events. This is the one thing that I will truly be unabashedly, unapologetically braggish about. I put on good events. I know I do that. I'm trying to name one event that I haven't. My goal is, you sit down, you watch it, you're like, God damn, PointCrow does it different. And then we do it different. And then we move on to the next thing. Like I say often, I don't half-ass events. I don't half-ass things. I full-ass it. You look at the moon and you're like, that's a PointCrow right there. Okay. So that is genuinely my goal with all of this. So I put on good events. I truly did some phenomenal casting this time around. I want to give a huge shout out to PointCrow as well for helping with those casting and the combinations between those. Like, genuinely, it's like we did a great job. And so I'm very, very proud about that. And it seems that like a lot of you guys really saw it. Especially like I think some of the most fun that I have with events is when genuinely people will come up to me afterwards and either say, damn, I should have said yes to this. I said no, I was busy. I had a great time. I can't believe I was on this event. Or just honestly like the FOMO, like of like, damn, like, hey, I'll be there next time. Like that's like the thing of like, I really, my goal is to, I'm not able to host many events because it costs a lot of money. And I try to do it in such a way and pay people very properly, right? So it's like, I try to do that as much as possible. So I can't do them often, but I want it to be very well known that when I do it, you got to show up and watch. Like that's it, like you PointCrow's hosting an event. Oh, I haven't heard of him, heard from him in a year. I got to watch this regardless. Like that is the goal. Like when we do it good. And I think this one was one of my favorites I've ever done. That's kind of, stats. We went about 30 minutes over runtime, so we paid a little bit extra for that. This event, let's get into the next thing, was largely unsponsored. Which was a disappointment. Huge disappointment, actually. Because, well, I tried. A lot of the times, I'll just fully be honest with you guys. A lot of the times when I wouldn't stream, I'd have to skip a stream day. I was in the mines trying to get a sponsor for this event. Doing my best. Like, we did a public reach out. We did, I hit up every friend I know that was attached to any community manager or any PR team, anything ever, right? For this. So, I had to skip a whole bunch of stuff, and unfortunately, it didn't work out. Now, there were one or two that fell through because of either their product was pushed back, so they didn't have stuff at the time to do it, or something else happened, which was like, hey, that totally works. But a lot of the sponsors just said no, because they, and I quote, and this, please, before I disclose this, like, please do not backseat sponsor getting, because trust me, you don't know. I hate to be that guy to say you don't know, but maybe one or two of you do in chat. It is a totally different ball game. You might be like, hey, PointCrow, why don't you just do blank? I already did. And I have ideas to do this in the future too. But a lot of them came back and said, we don't understand what this is truly, so we're just going to say no, which was really disappointing. Even exclaiming how well our other events did. Truly, the large majority of the current advertising industry still doesn't understand what streaming is. They get YouTube, which is good. Okay, it's been years. They finally get YouTube. Okay, like if you're like, hey, I have a YouTube video and it's going to get 1 million views, they get it, but they don't get streaming. Truly, they just don't understand it. And if you're like, wow, PointCrow, I can't believe they don't know what streaming is. Try to explain it to your parents. The average person who's working PR for an entertainment or for a PR for any company probably doesn't know about Twitch. Twitch is a lot smaller than you think. Genuinely, even though there is a mass audience that has adopted this platform, Twitch is incredibly small. Yeah, that was a trouble. Now, I'll say the elephant in the room too. Ludwig and Off-Brand. It was Off-Brand through Ludwig. Did kick back $5,000 for Aethermancer. So shout outs to Aethermancer, who did hit me up literally 2 days before the tournament and was like, hey, actually, we can kick some money towards you. So that was pretty huge. Now, don't get it twisted. I do want to say both things because he's the one who disclosed how much they paid me. So I'm just going to rip that one out. Okay. Like that's Okay, like we all know this one. He ended up giving $5,000 to the event in exchange for Aethermancer. It was a deal for them. The 5,000 is it paid it. Please go wishlist Aethermancer. I want to make it very clear. This is not like a diss against. This is huge for Aethermancer. And do me a favor, still genuinely go wishlist Aethermancer, because that is one of the best ways we can show a future sponsor, hey, they paid 5K for this, like, and they got a bajillion wish lists that they wanted. Okay, like that's what I'm saying. It covered most of the hotel rooms. To put it into perspective of the event, I feel like this is the best way to show you how much it cost. It covered like most of the hotel rooms, not the flights, not the venue, production, payments for modders, artists, website design. It was most of the hotel rooms. I'd say 90% of the hotel rooms. So that is what that, so it's something. We're like, hell yeah, that's awesome. Like, we will take that in a heartbeat. We will take your money because we need money. Right? So that's that. LA's expensive. Do it in Arizona or Nevada next time. And this is the backseating that I wish you didn't have. Okay, let's say I did it in Arizona or Nevada. You want to pay for the flights? Do you want to pay for the increased cost of hotels? A large amount of the cast was actually based in LA, especially with the producers and everything else. Studios in Nevada don't really exist. So it's actually a lot more expensive. Trust me. This was the cheapest way to do it, guys. Like, if I'm trying to do this, as cheap as possible, because it's expensive, right? I want to be able to make it as big as possible for the least amount of money. That's also why I live in LA. There's a reason why entertainment is in LA. It's because it's actually pretty cheap, and a lot of creators live in LA too. So I just wanted to highlight that specifically, of like, why didn't you do blank? Trust me, I know more than you. That's not towards that one guy. I know I'm getting kind of one-guide here, but I do mean this as a sort of way to explain. I have several years of experience in this. We did our best. So the cost of it, I'd say, I've been public about my costs of events earlier. I think PointCrow Party was $500,000. We did the funeral for about, I think, $15K. The IRL battleship was $250,000. Surgery was about $100,000. And then this event, I'd have to obviously ask if I could disclose this from Peachal, but I will say this: it is under $100,000, but it is not very much under $100,000. Okay. And before you're like, whoa, PointCrow makes a lot of money. But clearly not. I'm spending all of my money on events. What are you talking about? It was right there, right? It's that's the thing, right? Yeah. We're still also doing like the final costs and everything for it. Yeah, that's how much. I'd say we're probably making back about 20-30% of that. So we're losing about 80 to 70% of the cost. In case you guys want to know what the finances are, right? I'm just ripping off the band-aid, just starting with this before we get into anything else, right? So that's a lot. And that's why not having a sponsor hurts so much. So that is the main stressor and the main thing I was doing this past 2 months. Doing my best. So, yeah. How important is it to be in person? They do online tournaments. Is that an option to keep it alive in the future? Oh, I see. It's well alive. I'm not saying it's dead. I lose money on events all the time. It's actually, I think the only 2 events that have actually made money was the SAT video and the funeral video by like a couple $100s. Yeah, no, I lose money on events all the time. We wanted to do it in person because it's just so much better. Because, I mean, imagine if you're doing a podcast, for example, on Zoom. It's not interactive enough. Like, you're just kind of, you're watching a Zoom call. It's really just kind of, it's like doing it in Showdown versus in Scarlet and Violet. One is a lot more immersive. The other one's a battle simulator. Now, Scarlet and Violet has its own problems, obviously, but like it's more entertaining. You can get more engrossed into it. There's a lot more interaction. So yes, we could have done it for dirt cheap and kind of whatever, but we wanted to spend money because that's what it is, right? Like that's we wanted to make it unforgettable, and that's kind of there. Yo, is that Slime Skull? Wait, I got a VIP. Want to hop in, say you deserve the highest praise for pulling this event off at the level you guys did. Absolutely phenomenal. Oh, thank you so much, man. There's your VIP. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm going over all the fun stats and everything too. That's my Slime Skull with his sleeves ripped off and ready to win. Just set it for the VIP. Fuck! Damn it! Mods, take away his VIP. Show him a good time. Mods, take him out for a beer, you know? Mods, treat him to his final meal. Mods! Shave his eyebrows. Mods, show him a good time. Wait. Mods, take him to a steak dinner. Mods, take him to the movie. Take his premiere balls. Jesus. Yeah, so the video did really well. Like the stream did really well, and the VOD for the stream is also phenomenal. I'm really excited about it. Yeah, it has just over 350,000 views for a stream on YouTube, which is pretty cool. Yeah. All right, let's take some questions from the audience. Pause, champ.
Slimesicle villain origin story was so good.
Dude, it was crazy. Like the reveal from Slimesicle that he's been practicing this entire time. Here's the thing you guys don't even know about. Or I guess he mentioned it on like his stream before. But like he mentioned on his stream before this with his like 37 page like Pokemon Bible. But he was privately messaging my creative director, Kat, pretty much for weeks during it, stating that he wanted this to be a surprise of how much he was actually practicing. And the reveal at the tournament, Kat knew about this too, right? The reveal, and also like changing into the Team Rocket uniforms. He was not like that like 5 minutes before. He didn't show up with that. He showed up in his just regular outfit, chilling. And then as we're doing the introductions, you know, I'm speeding back, doing my audio. Like him and Freezeye changed real fast. to go into the Rocky uniforms. So that was a surprise, as well as how long he's actually practiced for. And here's the one thing. You can say all you want, oh, I practiced for, like 100 hours or whatever, right? But the fact that he actually did it and it showed so well in his tournament performance, like genuinely, I don't know too much about VGC. I know some, enough to commentate, but he knew more. Like, he genuinely knew more. He was like, no, of course, like I'd have to double switch there because like I know the right move was they were threatening the Glacial Lance double kill here, and I was like, oh my god, like I wouldn't have thought about that. Like it was nuts. If Kaya showed up in Team Rocket gear as well, I would have cried. So she did do that for Ray's Elite Four. The funniest thing is that Kaya actually came to the after party because we had a little after party. In the Team Rocket gear, for Slimesicle, I was like, "Yo, it's me too," and it was like hilarious. So that was kind of crazy. So that was like a huge shock. We loved it.
I have a possible D's nuts for you to get a friend with. You look like your favorite Pokemon would be Meowth. Your Meowth on D's nuts.
Meowth on these. All right, I'll work it. She ripped off her jacket and popped off on me in the Rocket gear. It's hilarious.
It's funny cause on the very first stream you mentioned the Invitational. I said I'm gonna root for Valkyrie. I like her vibe and I feel like I called it.
The funniest thing is, at the end of the day, everyone was rooting for Valkyrie. Like, Slimesicle played a fantastic villain. Like, here's the thing, right? Like, as a player, as a commentator, as somebody who's just involved with the event, I wanted Slimesicle to win, right? Because because here's the thing, like, as an organizer of the event, I want the person that puts the most effort into it, the most really just truly the most love back into the event, into it to win. That's because it's like the least I could the worst thing that could happen is like you put a ton of effort and then you don't do anything, right? So it's like I wanted that, but then as the content creator, I was like, oh, I have to cheer for Valkyrie. Because the narrative of her being the villain, usurped as the villain, and left to be the lone hero of the group, was just such a cool story to tell. So I was going to root for Ray, but here's the true thing, guys. If we got to the best situation, because we were in the finals and I was like, whoever wins this is good. I was like, you know what? Actually, not even at the finals. Like, at the very start of the entire tournament, this was the huge thing. I was like Peach and I talked about it and we were like, literally anybody who wins this is like, we have a great story. Like, this is just amazing. Like, going into the start of the tournament, we were like, whoever wins this is just great. So it was awesome that we had a story to tell for both of them. Yeah. I think one of the compliments I got on it was like, it's amazing how you got people to care about the event, which was a weird compliment I got from a couple people, because it just feels odd, right? Because it's like, first off, it's kind of like a disservice to everybody involved in the event, being like, oh, we expected that they wouldn't. But here's the thing, it's actually really easy to make somebody care about something. I'd say it's easy and hard. It's hard in some ways, but when it comes to events, it's pretty easy. Because if you if you don't care about the event that you're hosting, it shows. Making somebody care is in order to make somebody care, you have to show that you are willing to put more effort in than anybody else. Right? So it's like with the Nuzlocke Invitational, Peachal and I put in everything we had into it to kind of show, hey, no, we're this is cool. This is sick. And you're not going to regret putting your effort into it. Like, the more that you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it, right? Once again, what I do with all my events, okay? But it's like the more effort you put into your event, the more effort people will also put into it as well. So it's kind of like a weird thing of like, I can't believe that people put effort into your event, when it's like, no, maybe like that's one thing that you need to like do, right? Like it's kind of like, it's like the best thing you can be, about your own event is passionate. Otherwise, why are you doing it? Why you can't expect somebody to put more effort into it than you are, and you're the host. So that's that, you know. So it's pretty cool.
The Invitational was the first time I ever sat through a full stream. You and Pool did great. Now take my money. Funny man.
Thank you so much. Thanks for the $10 there. 1,000 bits. Yeah, I've seen a lot of that comment, which is really great.
On Invitational, where a bunch of streamers have to beat it and then have to win 1v1 battles using their Winongmon against each other.
That sounds like hell. No. Veto. I don't think anyone's going to finish on time.
Really loved the event, even though you kept me up till midnight est when I had to be up at 5:30.
I don't regret it, honestly. I don't regret it. Yeah, we'll get into like a next year kind of thing in a bit. But yeah, there's some cool stories too. Benok, thanks for the 13 months. Stepper, thanks for the 17.
Thank you
for everything for the 15 as well.
For us, Eric Crow.
Nah, it's just for fun. When's coach battles? I'll leave the coaches up to them. You gotta talk to them about it. I can't host that.
Thank you for hosting such an incredible event, PointCrow.
I've done enough.
Cheers to you and your entire creative/production team. Everyone killed it.
Dude, we had this morning we had the post-production meeting of like, hey, what are the loose ends that we have to tie up? Like, you know, finances, billing, maybe like some like props left here and there. It was the fastest thing. It took like 12 minutes. It was like, nah, we're good. Just we'll invoice you. I was like, hell yeah. It was the smoothest thing because like not really much went wrong. It was like the first time in I think my entire production history where we showed up to set. Everyone knew what to do because we've had such a experienced team. Everyone knew what to do. No surprises. It was smooth. Great. So yeah, I did something new actually. So I did show. Here's a fun fact. We were kind of rushing before the start of the actual stream, and here's why. I did a thing, which wasn't great, but I realized this. So okay. Shoutouts to Linkus7, okay? Because Linkus7 recently did his first YouTube live stream. This is because of him. Linkus7 did his first recent YouTube live stream. He did like a max randomizer and stuff. I get back from my dress rehearsal. So we did a whole dress rehearsal day before. And I will talk about that a little bit more in a sec. But we did a whole dress rehearsal day before. Run through, here's how this goes. Here's how we need, levels, etc. And I get back home, tired as shit, right? Like, we end up going to like a dim sum place with all the coaches, saying hi, meeting them. It was great. And I get back, I'm tired as hell. I still have to like print out all my notes, write in the margins for my commentary. And I get a message from Linkus. And Linkus is like, hey, I was thinking of doing a YouTube live stream tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Pacific time. Which is like around the same time as the Nuzlocke Invitational, which I'm like, which is hilarious because it just the timing's funny. But he's like, I was thinking of doing it. Can you help me set up the YouTube live stream? And so I'm like, yes, I can. So we kind of get on a call for about 30 to an hour, and I go over things about the YouTube live streams that you probably just don't know, like what to use, like what how to moderate it properly. Like he's like, how do I show YouTube chat on my screen? I was like, don't. And there's a whole bunch of stuff. But here's the thing. It made me realize. The whole don't thing. It's because YouTube moderation is pretty dog. And a lot of I've already talked about it a whole bunch. But it's just like there's not a streaming culture there, and it's just they can talk. It's just they don't have any line rights, because it's just I would be talking right now, and it would kind of be like PointCrow, when are you playing Zelda? And I'm like, okay, I understand that you don't like the content, right? It's just it's a whole thing. Okay, so they don't have line rights. But their second class Jesus Christ. Their first class when it comes to recorded content. Yeah, also having government names for the comments is like kind of crazy. Yeah. Second, chat citizens. So it's kind of like the key thing is I help him out with his YouTube stream, and then on the way to my on-call the day of the tournament. So I'm talking like 10 a.m. Pacific. Tournament goes live 1 p.m. And I have to be there at 10, right? So like I have to be there at 10. It's maybe like about 9. And I realized in the car to pick up Jan from the hotel so then we could go to the studio, I realized as I was thinking about setting up Linkus, I was like, holy shit. I instructed him specifically to not use like a starting soon screen like this when it comes to YouTube live streams, because nothing's worse than getting into a YouTube live stream and then having to skip like 5-10 minutes ahead because there's a timer. Like, you don't watch a YouTube video with a 5-minute timer in front of it before the content still starts, right? Like, that's not what you do. It's terrible for like retention and everything. And then I was like, oh shit, we're about to do that on one of the largest events of the year. so I'm like, oh fuck, but I can't like delay the start time. We have promoted this event so much to be like, okay, 1 p.m. Pacific time. So rather than be like, okay, I'm gonna do this at 1:10 p.m. because we had a 10-minute starting time like before the stream just to get everybody in there. I was like, oh shit, rather than like have like a 10-minute, like 1 hour and 10 minutes in, I was like, guys, can we pull back the start time to 12:50? So the live stream on Twitch started at 12:50 with a 10-minute starting time. And so that pulled back the entire production schedule by 10 minutes. So then YouTube went live at 1, Twitch went live at 12:50 because YouTube already has a built-in starting soon counter where people kind of like get into it. So that's why they were asynchronous. It ensures that the VOD here on YouTube is actually like you can just click on it and watch. Versus Twitch has a countdown timer. So that actually, for some reason, when you do that, right, you have to make sure that everybody's like involved, right? You have to make sure that everybody's involved with it and knows that going live is earlier. Everyone knew, except, and this always happens, it fell through the cracks of 2 people. The audio guys. So it is 12:45 and I am being like rushed to audio to get my IFB on and also my lav mic to talk. And I'm like, oh fuck, we start stream like now. I kid you not, we finished because of this starting soon, kind of debacle that I started. We started the stream. Okay. I sat down about 10 to 15 seconds before the actual invitational started. We finished miking me up within 30 seconds of the actual thing because then I had to walk over to the studio part. So literally right here. So it's a 6. So I'm like, I've just sat down. I've taken my like notepad like off to the side, put it back on, all this stuff, sat down, and and then literally
Welcome in to the Nuzlocke Invitational Tournament.
And then I sit down and we just start. Yeah, same thing with Peach Out. Peach Out was here for about like a minute or two before start. It was just immediate. So nobody knew except for the production team that we were almost late to go live. Yeah. So that's, and that's let me gas myself up really quick, okay? I've done this enough where you can't let it like get to you and you can't like let it like panic you or anything. That's a professional right there, right? I joke about all the time of like, PointCrow doesn't know how to use OBS. PointCrow, blah, blah, blah. Professional streamer, by the way. That's the professional streamer, by the way, actually, though, I've done this for 6 years. I get it. Yeah, also, yes, the Sprigatito here, I think was actually like here and I had to like move him, but then I didn't. Yeah, it was like so this maybe is the only evidence that exists of this actually happening, which is really funny. Yeah.
Did any of the players contact you afterwards? If so, how did they feel about the tournament?
Dude, most, if not all of them, reached out to me, and they loved it. They loved it.
I'm not really into Pokemon, but this held my attention, and I was constantly entertained.
Zerp, thanks for the prime.
Really great
Chelsea,
job to everyone involved. Clapping hands emoji.
Clapping hands emoji.
Prowl.
Clapping hands emoji. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was kind of the goal too, right? So I got, don't worry, I've heard your feedback about my commentary, okay? Okay, I've heard the feedback. I was relatively okay at commentary, but there were some obvious hiccups where I didn't know things, right? So it's like, okay, why is PointCrow there, right? Because I didn't know very much about VGC lines, and this is my first time I've ever like commentated an event, I had to practice. Like, I actually did practice. I sat down here, I pulled up some VGC events, and I attempted to just commentate those. Like, you can't just not practice before you do something like this. So I did some practice. I could have done more, obviously. And in hindsight, maybe actually playing a little bit more VGC would have been better. So I didn't know some crucial interactions here. But my goal wasn't exactly for me to be super knowledgeable about VGC. So if it seemed like a lot of my commentary was specifically like a nerve, like the unnerve ability makes it so you can't eat berries, and it's like, yeah, PointCrow, we know that. What are we talking about? It's specifically for the people like the one that just TTS'd, where it's like, it's specifically for the people who don't know Pokemon. So it's like, I wanted to make it that's like, so it's as accessible as possible, because it was probably a lot of people's like first time actually watching a VGC match. So I wanted to make sure that if there was like some niche interaction of like, oh, Darkrai's Electric Seed, I'm like, that increases his defense in electric terrain. And electric terrain makes it so your Pokemon can't sleep, which is why it's so difficult for Spore users like Ray, right? Like, it's like, so then you know it. So it's like, while it might be like super obvious to that, it's like I wanted Pichal to really do the advanced lines, and if there was something that I caught that was like not mentioned before, then it was like a little bit more obvious, even if that means that like I'd have to repeat it a couple times. So if we were like, oh my god, I can't believe that's crazy, like that happened, I'd be like, now wow, that swings the advantage towards Fuslie. So it's like obvious if you know it, but if you don't, it's just like right in your face. So you know, okay, Fuslie has an advantage right now. Oh my god, I hope she, like, that's my streamer. I'm rooting for that one. Obviously, I've made some mistakes by like Slacking's mimicry being like, oh, it doesn't have like Double Edge is now electric type, which was so weird. I think I mixed it up with like Aerialate, Pixelate, normalize. But it was like, yeah, of course, duh. It's powered up by its Silk Scarf. So there's obvious niche interactions there, but I tried to make the mistakes as funny as possible. So yeah. So that's like why, right? So yeah. Unlike my college days, he found the crit was golden. that one went under the radar. there was some unhinged stuff too. The Jake Paul joke was your first ever +2. That was amazing. That was a crutch that I definitely relied on a little bit. Yeah, Picho went insane with a couple. Dude, there's the fucking like, oh, they're doing like the factor was like, oh, they're doing a Soul Link, right? Let's talk about that. Where I was when Ludwig and Drew kind of came out with like when Ludwig and Drew lost and they came to the bench and everything, and I was like, okay, or the couch, and I was like, okay, like I know a lot of you guys are trying to do like maybe like a Soul Link together. It'd be really fun. And like Ludwig is like down, and like Drew was like maybe down. I'm not too sure. I wanted to be like, okay, let me promote this for them because they seem to be down. I know that Ludwig's busy and Drew might be busy, so let me just like shoot together like a month, give them a month break of August, and so they can prep it for September. So I was like, okay, guys, they're doing it in September, and then Ludwig comes out like, yeah, the 11th. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, we're gonna do it on September 11th. That's what that's for. And I was like, what? And he's like, that's why you chose September, right, PointCrow? I was like, no. It's like, he's like, he was like the twin. He was like he was like the Titans of the Nuzlocke. He was like the Titans of the Nuzlocke community, the two towers, the twin pillars, you know, Soul Link, you know, like two immovable pillars. And I was like, Jesus Christ. I was like, oh, this is the joke that we're telling now. Maybe I'm glad that this was largely unsponsored. That was so funny. Double explosion Tate and Liza was good at improvising. Yeah, I took that from Emerald Kaizo. Where I was like, yeah, if you get to Tate and Liza, you'll double explode. That was quite literally like off of Peachow's Emerald Kaizo video, where he's like, in fact, there actually was a second bomb. Yeah, crazy. So that was like the unhinged. Yeah, there was something about like Stefan was like, yeah, Drew and Kaya were like getting down, and then like Peachow was like, so you mean they had sex, right? And then like Stefan's like, wait, no, that's not. He's like, no. They fully, and it's just like, what the fuck is this joke? It's just yeah, but finding the crit, that one actually that one was overshadowed. What really happened? Ludwig tournament recap? What the fuck? Yeah, that one went largely unnoticed because I think it was like it was a crit into a match win. So then everyone was talking about the match win. I thought it was really fun. PJL's opening about the Nuzlocke rules was so good. I forgot what it was. But here's the thing that we also told each other beforehand, right? With the commentary. Is that less is more. This is something that like we were struggling with during the dress rehearsal. And this is something that's really important for dress rehearsals. Is that it irons out everything. So I was initially trying to explain like the tournament rules. Peachal was doing the Nuzlocke rules. We kind of like traded on like what we were going to. Yeah, if you're gonna suck it, do it from the back. That was a fucking crazy line. And he told me too. He's like, saying jokes like that was like helping his nerves because he's like, nah, this is just like a chill event, right? But specifically with the dress rehearsal, we find out that no one truly cares. Like no one cares about the niche rules about a Nuzlocke, right? Like I can tell you all, there's so many small things about the Nuzlocks like this where it's like Pokemon must be. It's like, no one, no, you don't care. So it was just like, all right, you know, you can only catch one Pokemon per route, and your Pokemon die, they're dead forever. That's what Nuzlocke is. And now you get it. Now you truly get it. Right? Because, like, if we need to explain the shiny clause, we'll do it when it comes up. For example, when Fuslie went onto the stage, we explained that Fusli shiny hunted. You can get shinies, blah, blah, blah. Or like how Slimeskull used Pokeballs during his Elite Four match because all the other items weren't allowed. Stuff like that. Whereas like that's what's important. Same thing with the rules for the tournament. It's like best of 3, like it's super fast. Best of 3, double elimination bracket. That's all you truly need to know. Which we did simplify the bracket page to make it a little bit easier for you guys to understand what it was. But yeah, this was pretty cool. Here's the thing too, that I've like noticed most, I think I mentioned beforehand too, for dress rehearsal, because I think somebody asked me before like why we're doing dress rehearsals, and I kind of like industry thing that I've seen, or at least I saw like a lot, and I don't want to like call anybody out specifically, but like I'll say this: a lot of the time when a stream is like super scuffed, an event is like super scuffed, like you can tell, like there's obviously, I think the stream went down once or twice during like our actual stuff. That's something that's like whatever. But if a streamer doesn't know where to go, what to do, etc., that's because like they didn't go to their dress rehearsal, right? That's the main reason why a stream or an event isn't good, in my opinion, is because they didn't actually plan it. They didn't actually go and do a dress rehearsal and practice the thing that we're going to. The live version is their practice version. So I am like super adamant about, we do a dress rehearsal, we practice this, we make sure we go it all out, because otherwise it's going to be shit. So yeah, staged. Here's also the thing. I got like a couple people wondering, because of, and this is like actually a huge compliment, of being like, PointCrow, like this was scripted, like some conspiracy theories of like this was scripted, there's no way that they blah blah blah, all this, guys, the amount of work it would put in to getting everybody on the same page about a script would be crazy. That'd be insane. Holy shit, the amount of effort that would put in. Now, I'm not beyond putting in that kind of effort, like truly, but like sometimes you literally, like, here's the thing. If you create a good foundation and a good sandbox, and then you put like some of the best streamers that are that can work in that sandbox together, you will create art. Okay, that's what I'm, oh god, this stream's literally just glazing myself, okay? But like I cast things so well because I you know, obviously you need to get good streamers with big names and numbers by them. But here's the thing, and I will just like state this. If you are not good at improv or like creating something out of nothing, likelihood I won't cast you, because like you need, like, because I can create the God's gift to foundational sandboxes, right? To play around it. But if you can't deal with that or do something with it, then likelihood it's just not worth it. Even if you have the largest name like on the platform, which that's not to call out anybody in specific, right? It's just like a thing, right? Like you have to, that's the key thing. Is like you have to be good at that. What do you mean by that? Let me give like if you get a big streamer with a big, if you get a big streamer with a big viewer count next to their name, but you know in your heart of hearts that they won't put in effort to the event that you're hosting, then they are not a good fit for the event. Because otherwise, they won't care. And then them not caring makes other people not care. And then it kind of is just shit at the end of it. And then you're just like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? So it's like, I would rather take a streamer with a smaller number next to their name who will put in that effort to make it better than one with a bigger one. It makes it just amazing content 9 times out of 10 better than before. Now, maybe the viewership of the event will be slightly less, but like everyone's going to walk away being like, fuck yeah, what insane. Everyone's going to walk away with a favorite. That's, I guess, kind of what I want to put there, you know? So, yeah. Everyone was sick here, dude. Insane. This is so fun. This was nuts. Love to make content by acting like not caring for the event. Here's the thing, right? Some people may dog Lud or like praise Lud, whatever, right? Let me give you the fact about Ludwig, okay? The reason why Ludwig, in my opinion at least, is so good for events and why I will invite him over and over again is because he has such great situational awareness about any event that he will place himself as the character to fill in any spot you need in a story. Like, that is, like, yeah, his ego's gonna be super high. I already told him this, all right? Like, I told him this in DMs. But, like, that's the key thing. Like, he's very good at making you care. And even when you don't care, he's very good at making you care about something else. Like if you don't care about him specifically. So, for example, in this, like, in this bracket here, he hyped up the Ray versus Ludwig matchup. So everyone was looking forward to the Ray versus Ludwig matchup, right? Like, he's probably the one of the best. Oh my God, I can't believe Ray dogged him, put him into the ground, right? Was like, hey, do you remember what ostrich do? Yeah, put your neck in the sand. And so he played it off really well, right? He's like, holy shit, I can't believe it. So he played a little bit more into the fact that he didn't practice. And then also with the whole thing where Drew was like, oh, I lost the paper that we had specifically for Ray's speed stats, right? Which is like cool. He had a good end to his character arc. It was awesome. But here's the thing that like really stood out to me personally. Peach and I were taking kind of breaks in between. Like, he'd leave, I'd go. The couch was free for commentating, etc. He knew that he was out. And he had a pretty good story arc. His was over. But Peach had to step out to take a small break. And he immediately saw that it was me alone going to commentate this. And rather than be like, okay, cool, let's see how he does, he hopped on the mic. He hopped on the mic. And not only was he, like, trying to commentate, but he was doing it in such a way where, because he lacked some VGC knowledge, he was asking me questions to help my commentary. So then that segment, while Pichal was gone, as the play-by-play, he really like allowed me to step into that role a little bit more. And so that's a key thing that you always want in an event, is somebody that will like do that. So Ludwig, like, specifically, like, hey, you can like him, you can hate him. I don't know exactly why you totally would. Maybe you have whatever, right? But like, here's the thing. He's good at what he does. And he's good at being a villain. He's good at being a storyteller. He's good at making you root against him. The fact that you care is awesome. So that's you know, one really awesome thing that I really like. I don't know how we got onto that conversation, but I guess it was with, like, you know, having people sandboxes and everything. Slimecicle solo show though. Here's the thing too though, right? This is similar to like WWE. You can't have a Slimecicle without a Ludwig. You can't have a Slimecicle without a Valkyrie. You can't have a Slimecicle without everybody else. So Slimecicle, fucking phenomenal, okay? Like, he took it and ran with it. That is an indication of a fantastic content creator and a good storyteller. But you can't build up this villain without being destroyed first. Like, it is, like, you know, it's like WWE in that, right? You have to have a heel. You have to have someone be destroyed. You can't, like, the only way that you can build somebody up as this unstoppable force is if they beat somebody that you already think is unstoppable. So Slimeskull beating Ray and Ludwig, you're like, holy shit, Slimeskull, we have to take him seriously. So that's one of those like ways. It's really cool. I'll see you days. Thanks for the 10 gifted subs. Thank you so much. You say why PJL was gone for a bit? Yeah, I was also gone for a bit. We just take snack breaks, bathroom breaks, whatever.
Formless bread here.
Breaks, you know.
I watched your section on streaming advice from the 10-hour candle melt stream like you recommended. I found everything very helpful. Decided to watch the entire VOD after that and all the other 10-hour stream VODs.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hey, good luck. If you want to stream, good luck. Good luck with it.
Shout out to Chandelure. Chandelure performed so well during the Invitational. Chandelure could have soloed for sure. Love you,
my
Chandelure.
number one Chandelure lover in chat. Oh my god. Welcome back, Fallen. Why was there not enough time between comments and start of matches sometimes? We had to run a show. Here's the thing. 7.5 hours. We budgeted out for 7 hours, so we actually had overtime, which I feel kind of bad for the production, because they were on there for a little bit longer. But don't worry, we're adequately compensating them for the time that they spent. So overage time means we're just paying them more, because we only have so much time to have the studio, right? Like we have to keep it moving. And honestly, a lot more matches went to a best of 3 than we actually wanted, like we planned out or thought we would. The power level of this competition was so high, we were pretty sure that the matches would be decided within like 3 to 4 turns, but a lot of them actually ended up a lot longer because of some mind games and plays. Genuinely, like the fact that, and here's something really cool. I loved, I think Valkyrie said it the best too, but I loved the fact that out of all of the finishers, the ones who that dedicated the most time to the event were the ones that were the top finishers. That was awesome. Now everyone put in a phenomenal amount of time. Like don't get me wrong, okay? If you made it to the event, you put in at least like 10 to 20 hours into this. That's a lot of time, okay? But then going above and beyond, this is one of the things that Peachal and I really wanted to do, where, you know, you can have luck, obviously, but it's skill that wins it. So Valkyrie, very clearly from this, if she did not put in that effort, she would not be able to actually pilot her team well. So Ray worked her ass off, and that's how she got it there. We were a little concerned, obviously, of like, oh, if we wanted to make sure that if you got lucky in the Nuzlocke, you weren't guaranteed to win everything. So we were obviously a little bit worried that Ray got so lucky that we were like, fuck. But we were very happy with the very end of it, where it's like, no, everyone who put in like even more effort made it farther. It's like it was a test of skill, not just luck. Yeah, and everyone truly gave it their all. Like I could not be happier with all their performances. Like the craziest thing was the Alana Pierce versus Valkyrie match. Personally, like genuinely. Oh, there's. Oh, hi Alana. Literally unrelated. I didn't know you were in chat. I was gonna say the Alana versus Valkyrie match here, where Alana with her crazy team of playing to the luck. You summoned me. I literally just got here. That's hilarious. Where Alana literally playing to the luck, capitalized and almost took a match off of Valkyrie with the bright powder miss. With the fake out bright powder miss into sporing the slacking was just a nuts time. Like that was an insane, probably one of my favorite matches of the entire tournament, because it was so much where it like showed that even though Valkyrie has an insane team, like you could have some like ridiculous skill. Bringing back to what I was talking about, where it's like this tournament was about skill. Love to do again with a better team. No, no disrespect to my goat Bobson. Hey, you know, Alana, I'll keep you in mind. I think everyone on this entire, I think most players have reached out to me already saying that they want to do more Pokemon stuff, and I have some ideas too. Also, guys, look, we literally now have like 8 more people for the 16-player Nuzlocke. guys, we've done it, okay? Hell yeah! It's all for that. It's all for the 16-player Nuzlocke. We're on Gym 5. It's actually stalled a little bit right now because the last person. So here's the thing that actually kept this from you guys. The last person to do it, which is Gym 4, was Slimesicle. So Slimesicle actually didn't go into the Nuzlocke with 0 Nuzlocke experience. He went into it with Nuzlocke experience of beating 1 gym. So he beat 1 gym. He also like killed like 5 of the Pokemon. But actually like he did Gym 4 of the 16-player Nuzlocke. So there's that. So he's already in it, you know. He had 1/16 of a Heart Gold Soul Silver Nuzlocke experience. So that's kind of funny actually. But anyways, I think I just need to go in. I think there was like one small thing messed up with the save files that I had to like fix. So.
So, the practice to not say or didn't really work. Ha.
Did I say it a lot during the... Did I actually say it a lot during the commentating? I haven't watched too much back.
Okay, but when are you playing Legend of Zelda?
Yes, fuck.
For legal reasons, this is a joke.
A lot? Ah, damn it. If you didn't notice, that's good. But... that's one of the things I do need to curb from my speech. I get nervous. I want to know how they got to pick up their Mons in Fire Red but play the Invitational in Scarlet Violet. That's a secret I cannot tell. I didn't get a single steak dinner. Alana, what do you mean? Didn't I mention to you that I was going to take take you and a friend to a steak dinner after in like a couple weeks? Well, you didn't. No, Chad. I was going to. No. No, we were always. Yeah, no. Yeah, remember the steak dinner that we planned? Yeah. Do you remember that? I don't know if you do. You know. Yeah, we were gonna bring Ethan, actually, your pseudo coach, your half coach, and he was going to pay. Do you not remember that part? Yeah, you don't remember how we talked about that? Oops. This is like having Archidel all over again. Useless.
Maybe you could do an event like this where you instead invite random viewers / fans to partake in it. That'd be so cool. Here's the thing. I probably won't. That requires just so much trust that I don't have. You can do it though. You can do it. That's an idea for you. This is not an original idea. I've never pretended this to be an original idea. This is a Bai's Twitch Cup wrapped in P-Chal and I's own creative twist for English speakers. Right? That they came up with it first. That's where the idea came from. I was at, hilariously, a steakhouse with P-Chal in 2022 after he released that video and said, hey, I would love to do this with you with our own twist. So go for it. Yeah, this idea literally, like me talking to P-Chal about this did actually originate at a steakhouse.
So if you're curious, it does come full circle. It didn't end with one? Yeah. The reason why it didn't end with one is because well, there's a next year, isn't there? So it's not over. Yeah, so we did we haven't, okay, guys, we haven't confirmed. I was robbed. So I will be completely honest with you guys, like genuinely, because why not? I would love there to be a next year. It sounds like a really fun thing to do, a yearly Nuzlocke Invitational. Obviously, I have a call with Peachal later this week, kind of going over like the finances. Here's the main rub. It's so cool. We did not make much money off of it. We weren't planning on making money off of it, but we also, to be candid, weren't expecting to spend so much. I'm really disappointed with the sponsor stuff. I'm really disappointed how that went, because yeah, a lot of things, but just really disappointed with it. And so the other thing is, to be fair, promised Peachal, I was like, don't worry, we will have a sponsor. The number you see for the expenses won't be the actual number. So that's on me, because I was like, hey, no, we're going to. Because, you know, my perspective, obviously, is like, there's no way we don't. Don't worry, Peachal's fine with it. We're talking about it. I've also already offered to pay for the entire thing. He says no. Don't worry about it. Like, genuinely, there's not like a thing here, okay? Don't go fishing. But that's the thing where it's like, that's the thing where I'm like, the next year needs to be sponsored, or we don't have it. Like, I don't want to run this again without it. So that's where it's kind of like, we need, especially if we want to do it bigger and better. Like, I've already talked with a little bit of the production people for the post-production. That's, and we have some great ideas. I want to do bigger and better. We've already mentioned, how cool would it be, and some of you guys wanted, right? So we're getting into next year plans kind of thing, right? So let's talk about this, right? A lot of you mentioned how cool it would be to be like, to have a live audience. How hype that would be. Like, that'd be so sick, man. Be neat. That costs a lot of money. Costs a lot of money. You had 15K viewers the entire time? Nah, we had over 30K the entire time. All right. Whoa. Actually, I think we had an average of 40,000. So, like, almost 3 times what you're saying. So insurance is expensive. I know, you know, if we have live viewership, the tickets, I don't know how expensive they're going to be, but like, obviously it's going to be money. So, and like, you know, live audience, that's the other thing too, is like, I'm unsure how much demand there is for an actual live audience. Because I would love to charge for it. But also it's free. We've never really done a live audience before. Like it feels, I don't know. I have no idea to think about it. Yeah. Bogle, thanks for the 28 months, by the way. So that's kind of the thing. I don't know. Regardless, for a next year thing, we are heavily looking into it. I think there will be a next year. I think Peachal wants there to be a next year. I think a lot of the production wants there to be a next year. I think a lot of you guys want there to be a next year. So it seems like everything is going towards the next year. We will see. I will promise you this, though. I will promise you this, okay? If you guys can take one thing from this, if you want there to be a next year, watch the videos that we put out. I'm gonna have a main channel video. Peachow's gonna have a main channel video. I believe we're splitting them to be Peachow's yeah, this is fine. Peachow's going to focus largely on the obvious part of the Nuzlocke Invitational, the Nuzlocke portion. My video is going to largely cover the tournament portion, right? So then we have that together. And he's going to do some pretty cool analysis on it. Yeah. It's like, I was like, Draz, I was like, yeah, I think he's probably said this. So that's, you know, so watch those. And then the one takeaway is that, trust me, if there's a next year, you will know about it. We will announce it officially. It'll be a thing. We'll work on it and we will tell you, hey, Nuzlocke Invitational 2 is happening. Or sorry, 2 Nuzlocke 2 Invitational. I don't know. Like, you know, like we will tell you, okay? Yeah, but in the meantime, before I go into the ideas and stuff that I would like for next year, like what if you guys have ideas and then maybe some more questions, we're just kind of chatting. Before we go into that, let me talk about the let's talk about the website. What's happening with the website? Pia, thanks for the 25 gifted subs, by the way. Thank you so much. That's so many subs today. You were crazy. Thanks for all the PointCrow gifts. Invitational. Thank you. So here's what's happening. First off, we really worked as hard as we could to get every single playthrough. Oh my god, everybody's live. Holy shit. We worked really hard to get every single person's playthrough edited down. We did end up running into the whole thing of like, hey, we have to edit everybody's playthroughs, and we only have we have to edit 8 people's playthroughs, and we only have 5 days. So unfortunately, we weren't able to do all of them. So we did get 6 of them done. We got Chris Melberger's, Connor, Fusely, Ludwig, Slimesicle, and Valky Ray's. We are missing Alana's and Ranboo's. So here's what's going to happen with those. They are still being edited for archival purposes. So if you want to see those, then totally yes. I will be doing a reaction. It feels weird to do a reaction on my main channel about that because it's already happened. We already know the results. So I'll probably be going live on my alt. And we'll still be doing a reaction to it. We're still uploading it to the CrowPoint channel. They will still be available on the Nuzlocke Invitational website. I obviously wish we could have done it before, but I told you guys beforehand to not expect it. Slugget, thanks for these 6 months. So those will be edited down and also put on the website. We'll also clean up some of the website too. And then, yeah, we will not be doing a week 4 recap as a heads up. There's like no real point in doing it, especially if we're already having the playthroughs. Plus we don't need to recap. It's just, we just can't divert, you know, we can't do that. So it doesn't make sense, especially after the actually invitationals happened. The stream VODs. I will double check, but I'm relatively sure that everybody signed this, so we can do it. But we'll be archiving the streams. So I'll put them unlisted on the PointCrow VODs channel. So then you'll always be able to watch these streams. So it doesn't disappear in 2 months like on Twitch. And in the cases of these streams being live streamed on YouTube with like Valky Ray and Fusely, I believe, and I think Drew, we'll have to double check. We'll just link their VODs and then we'll have a backup ourselves. In case those ever go down, but if they take them down, obviously if they take them down, we want them to be taken down, then we'll take them down. Like this isn't like a, you know, like I'm holding them by the balls and I'm going to yank, you know. So we're going to try to make sure that all of these are online, and so if you want to watch them in like a couple months, you totally still can. That's kind of the goal. The website will stay live. We're going into I'm kind of talking with Fabian on how much it takes to maintain, how much money it takes to maintain the website. So we're just kind of, seeing about that. Yeah, so all this will be pretty much still available. Merch, unsure how long the merch will be up for, but it'll definitely be up for a couple weeks after all of our videos are out. So when Peachell's video's out, my video's out, right? Like, we'll still have them available. So the people that are learning about the Invitational via our YouTube videos can still purchase the merch. Which, speaking of which, holy shit, the amount of merch sales we got during the live event. Thank you so much. I want to say thank you. And I hope you enjoy your merch. There are a lot of you guys that ended up purchasing them. And it does mean a lot. They're pretty cool. They're great. I'm really excited for you to get them. So I wore my shirt IRL and someone recognized it. That's awesome. Oh my god, that's really cool actually. So thank you so much for the for those merch purchases. The last thing that we'll probably end up doing for the Nuzlocke Invitational website is, obviously, this is the VOD. We'll probably clean this up a little bit where we still have like everybody live. Check out who's streaming right now. So this will still remain. So if you want to see Kaya live doing Kaya things, you totally can. Like, if you want to know when anybody from the Nuzlocke Invitational is live, we're keeping it here. We'll probably put this here though, where sorry, I got a DM from Peach. That's funny. But yeah, we'll probably put like a that's hilarious. But we'll probably put like our main channel videos kind of like on here. So if you want to watch like the recaps of like the Nuzlocke and then the tournament here, and then we'll have the VOD here too. Like always available for you guys to watch. So yeah, that's the sort of what's the plans for the websites, Oh, and then I'll talk about more plans. I hate to disappoint you guys. I guess I'll talk about this one more time, but we have 0 plans to release the game that we played. Sorry about that. You might be really disappointed about it, but like, I hope you truly understand why we won't. This isn't like big streamer gatekeeping, blah, 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 because Nuzlocke Invitational, all this stuff. Trust me on this. There is nothing more that I would like more than to be like, guys, everybody play this. We made something so cool. Go do it. Because I did do that once. And I almost didn't have a YouTube channel because of it. So that's why. So do not blame Peachal or I for this. It is not our fault for making that decision. This is a decision that comes from the big the big guys upstairs, So trust me, that's not I want to. I want to let you know that I want to, but I will not, because I can't. So that is just to make that one very clear. Okay, I'm so sorry. Yeah, and yeah. So you can look for it all you want. I'm just not releasing it. Okay, just putting that. It's just not. We can't, guys. We literally can't. So, yeah. All right. Yeah, there's also like there's other options to get something similar anyways. All right. Let's get some questions from the TTS. And then let's talk about some extra stuff.
Love the moment both Fusely and Slime started their match with Ray's team.
Dude, so I was watching Slimeskull's stream. I actually haven't talked about this with Slimeskull yet. But I saw in his stream, So we were all confused from the couch when they started with Ray's team, when both of them actually did that. Apparently it was an agreement from both of them, because they're like, don't you just want to know what it feels like just to have Ray's team? Like, don't you just want to like see what it feels like? So then they kind of went like, they both went in. They asked you to set that up, Draz. That's hilarious. So they kind of both went in and they were like, hey, like, you just want to know what it feels like? So we're really confused. But luckily we reset it. That was hilarious. It was really funny. They kind of went rogue just to feel something.
I was a part of Chrismal's disc during the event and everyone shared such high praise for the level of production, the way everything was ran, and love of the website graphics and sprites. It really was such a well-ran event for the first time and not having sponsors.
Thank you.
Less than 3. It was so fun to watch and follow along. Really hope it continues.
Thank you so much. Here's the thing. It is the first time we're doing the Nuzlocke Invitational. It is definitely not the first time we've run events. So hey, if I'm ever in an event and you need, like, you know, if I got a great team, so if you ever need a show to put on, we know how to do it. So not the first one. Did my first TTS over PayPal, but I think got scammed. Oh shit. I think StreamerBot logged out of my stuff. If you have donated that, I'm so sorry. I have to disconnect and reconnect it. Sometimes it does that. I greatly apologize, but thank you so much. Yeah, let me log out, log back in. Okay, maybe that works still. But I'll read it. Are there any in the past couple that... Yeah, there was... Oh, here it is. I've never been to Stream Watcher before in all my life, but this even and your passion made me want to be a part of live streams. Now I have Twitch and Discord. I find myself checking my phone, waiting for you alive. Oh, thank you. Oh my god, I live for your passion and philosophy, man. Thank you. That's so sweet of you. And then, so I'm just reading back the... Normally I like to yell at you, but genuinely this is the most fun I've ever had watching a Twitch event. I watched the whole thing and dragged my sister into it. I threw a premiere ball at her this morning and she punched me. Worth it. It's awesome. And then there's one more that's going to get scammed here that I want to read. It was from Star Boucher for $3. How close was that Pokeball that Charlie threw from hitting you in the face? Love you, Crow. Thank you for the awesome tournament. Actually, not that close. It was pretty far above me. But it did hit. When he did throw a Pokeball, it did hit Valkyrie on the shoulder, which is funny. So.
If there is a next year, would you consider making it a 2-day thing with day 1 being players and day 2 being coaches? Money permitting.
I'm not a huge fan of that, just because I think, well, first off, it like literally doubles the production cost. Like almost doubles. It'd be pretty cool. I'm not a huge fan of it, just because part of the cool thing about like the Invitational tournament was seeing the teams for the first time. And so seeing the coaches do it, I feel like would get either a similar result or like it just wouldn't be as I don't know, it just wouldn't, I guess it just wouldn't it's just not as appealing for me. But here's the thing. If the coaches want to host it, I am so down to like promote that, right? Like an unofficial kind of like coaches tournament, like, oh hey, like in Showdown, if you guys want to run it, go, like hell yeah. Just I'm not gonna put money towards it, at least like for this year. I don't know, I can't say no to anything because I still need to talk through this with Peach Owl, right? Like he is as much into this as I am, right? Like this is Peach Owl's event, this is my event, right? So that's what it is. Is there anything we as viewers can do to help sponsors notice this event and get more interested in sponsoring? Do you have any advice? Yeah. If you like it, watch it. If you don't, then don't watch it. That's the main thing, right? That's all. Like there's nothing more for you to do. I'm not gonna ask you to like, you know, that's the most. Like if you like it, hell yeah, share with a friend if you want them to see it. Like, but if you don't want to share with a friend, then don't share with a friend. Oh, stream's dying. Oh, hey guys, I'm dropping frames. We're back. That was weird. All right, my internet just blipped. That was a tiny F. Chat, do me a favor. If you hear my voice, then type refresh in chat. It'll fix some of your lag. All right, should be good.
Hey Crow, can you say hi, Sprakow?
Hi, Mrs. Sprakow. All right, should be good. Yeah, refresh should fix it.
Was the logo on the field a rug, and who got to keep it? It was super pretty.
It was a rug. I didn't know that it was being made before I got there. Like a lot of the set was the brainchild of Real Good Touring, who did the production. Abby, who was the producer, and Very Tired Cat, who was the creative director. So a lot of that was all of them. And so it was largely a surprise because, you know, Peach and I were doing everything else with the promo and all that. So it was the first time, the dress rehearsal was the first time that we saw the studio in person. I trust my team a lot, right? So we saw the rug and we were like, this is the coolest thing ever. And so I asked, I was like, can I keep the rug? And they're like, yeah. You paid for it. I was like, oh, I did. Right. I forgot. It's like, it's like, oh yeah, wait, this whole thing is, yeah, that makes sense. That's, yeah. So, because it costs a lot to send it to Germany, I got custody of the rug. So it was pretty cool.
Maybe you could do one where you take streamers who have never played Pokemon at all, not just Nuzlocke, but Pokemon in general, Lamau.
I think that was like, oh god, who? There was one or two people who literally didn't. That's real. That's a lot harder than you think. But I would say like Fusli, for example, like truly didn't play much. Like Alana, well, no, Alana knew a lot more about Pokemon than I think a lot of people thought, but like Ranbu too, like not much. So it was basically like, I think yes, but like mixed in is always good. Like one of like you can't, it's just difficult, but you know, you can get like the goal is like if somebody knows Pokemon, they're probably not a player, right? Like a lot of you guys were throwing around names, right? Of like, oh, if there's a next year, we should invite blank. And it's like, unfortunately, if you've played a lot of Pokemon, it's not like you have actually such a big advantage against everybody else that it's like kind of unfair. So like Ludwig was the risky play here, right? Because like he's actually done Nuzlocke before, and he actually knows Pokemon. So I wouldn't say anybody with more knowledge than Ludwig.
It was honestly the best Pokemon event that was broadcasted on Twitch. Great selection of players, coaches, production, and the ROM was amazing.
You can click on it? Yeah.
I will pray that someday that gets released somewhere. Made me a legit fan.
Oh, thank you.
Also, do you still got fish tanks?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I have a 60-gallon fish tank with 3 goldfish. Yeah.
If there is a next year, would you consider doing a soul link between the players and coaches and have them face off in doubles like in the Animus?
In the Animus. I mean, that's definitely an idea that that we're probably gonna like pitch around. Like if we do this again next year, like truly we haven't like really discussed it. That's something we're gonna be doing later. I know there's a lot of talk about Soul Link. I don't know though. I think like that's the thing is like a Soul Link is cool. But part of me doesn't really want to do a Soul Link as a replacement for the event. I think it first off, it's even harder to explain to people than a Nuzlocke. Okay, like let's start with that first. Okay, that sounds a lot. That is a lot to ask of a regular viewer. The other thing is that like you really truly have to coordinate like scheduling wise to complete the Soul Link. Like it's cool, it just seems like a different event. And especially like with the coach barrels through and then like it's a little different, you know? So I'm not too sure if I would be a huge fan of it. Yeah. It's a good idea, but I think it's a different event. So if the coaches and players want to run a Soul Link, they totally can. I just wouldn't. Yeah. It's also like difficult because I don't know if you can do like it's Scarlet Violet. I don't know if you can do doubles battle like that, right? Like 2v2. I could be wrong, but I think that's like I don't think you can. So they're called multi battles. Okay. I haven't looked into that too much.
This dollar is for next year, by the way.
Thanks,
you
Claire.
can't use it for anything else. I'm your sponsor now. Also, I got sniped by my sister with a revenge Pokeball after the last TTS. I think this is war now.
Yeah.
Back to the trenches.
Hey, that's you're in the mines now. So yeah. Let's talk about like a next year
Weird.
kind of thing.
My internet blipped when yours did. How crazy is that?
Monka.
Pro where?
Monka. It could be fun to do what you did, but then have a second VGC tournament where the coaches pilot teams. Oh, we did already talk about that. Sorry. Yeah, it'd be cool, but I think like an unofficial thing is pretty sick. I don't know about an official tournament, because otherwise it's like, you know, it's once again it's like a different event. Yeah. So I like for next year, it's like here's my thoughts. If we had to do like a next year, obviously I would like to make the actual production like bigger, you know. It'd be like really cool to have that. Maybe like a different room for the participants, and like a bigger space. I don't think live audience, that sounds like a lot to ask for like another year, like, you know, like that's a lot. I'd love to eventually, but like once again, that's money, man. That's money. Pokemon Company sponsorship, brother. I think I'm just happy that the thing exists. I don't think I can ask for their money. Yeah. Like I like the complexity of a live audience. I don't think you truly like. Here's the other thing. It's like it'd be really cool, but like I'm just thinking about it, and it's like the thought of a live audience is just so much more complex than you think, because you literally give the address to the studio to everybody, or at least the people that like, you know, you basically publicize it, right? You have to get security. That's a huge deal. You're not only feeding production and crew and cast, but you're now trying to feed and shelter several others, right? So like maybe even like 100, 200 people, maybe more, right? Like that's a whole thing. You need you have place for parking. Space is a huge one. So it's like, and then to make it worth it, you'd have to make the tickets cost a lot, right? And here's the other thing: you don't want an event. You don't want an event where like you sell tickets and then nobody shows up, right? Like you don't want like a like you don't want you don't want an empty audience. You want it to be full. So you have to like guess on like what to call like price the tickets and stuff. So you need to price it expensive enough to cost and like to make some money off of it, but then not as expensive where it's like people will actually buy it to go. So yeah, some free and some VIP. I see 0 people coming in for free. If we did it in person, that sounds like a nightmare. No. This sounds weird, but like a price is a barrier of entry that you would vastly need for anything. Dear Lord. Yo, is that Mika Miba? Welcome in. Thanks so much for the raid. How are you? How are you? Oh, here's the guys, if you don't know Mika Miba, did you guys like how the streams and the website and everything looked? Mika Miba was the artist that designed the branding. So they also stream. Yeah, that's them. We're just going welcome in. We're just going over like a recap kind of thing, you know. Do you have any potential picks for potential next year and potential new coaches? Also, would you include the Legends Pokemon other into the rando for Pokemon? The spread of variety amongst teams seemed really small where the actual competitive VGC had so much variety. So here was the idea behind a lot of that. First off, I have some ideas for picks and stuff, but I'm not going to tell you. That's for next year. You got to be surprised. I'm not telling you who reached out. I'm not leaking that. But I can answer the idea about Pokemon in the randomizer. So here was the thing about planning the game for everybody to play. We knew that a lot of people going into it have a very fundamental aspect of Pokemon. Like a lot of people are going to go in and then be like, they'll see a Pokemon and be like, what the hell is that? Like that doesn't exist. That's not you just made that Pokemon up. Like, what are you talking about? So what we wanted to do was give a lot of familiarity to the new players. So we included gens 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then select ones from Gen 5 and onward. Like iconic ones. So Zoroark, for example, was included. Chandelure. Stuff like that. Or like the Incineroar was in there too. Yeah. Corviknight. So iconic Pokemon. So then we included all of those. And then here's where you guys get Dexit all involved, right? Volcarona was in there too. This is where you get Dexit involved. So we had this planned out, and then we realized, because we're running the tournament in Scarlet and Violet, that not all of these Pokemon existed in Scarlet and Violet. So then we did a Thanos snap, and we removed all. So we did gens 1 through 4, and then select Pokemon from gens 5 and onwards, and then we Thanos snapped them all for the Pokemon that weren't in Scarlet and Violet. So, yep. We just didn't. So if they weren't there, then they weren't there. And that's why the dex was a little bit smaller than you think. So maybe in the future more. But yeah, we definitely were purging it. Also, we were so scared before releasing the gameplay for everybody because it wasn't fun. I believe it was 2 days before. Yeah, 2 days before the actual Nuzlocke started, we were playtesting it a whole bunch, and it definitively was not fun to play. It was too hard. The level scaling was weird. It was too long. It was not good. I think I gave it to Nance, for example. I was like, hey, I know you don't know as much about Pokemon. Can you just play it and let me know if you had a fun time? And Nance came back to me and said, this was really frustrating. I hated it. And I was like, fuck. So shouts to Draz in chat, who played it, I believe, over 21 times. Their fastest completion time was about 51 minutes. Hilariously, the average time that it took to the average watch time of the actual event, and ended up making it fun. And @sign, who was the actual developer of it. So, yep, that's the fun fact about all that. Do you guys have any? I talked about most things here. Do you guys have any questions? I think we want to try to make a next year happen. We have a lot of ideas, but I don't want to put anything out that we don't know.
Squid Game tie-in where the losers get executed. Think it will really make it hype.
Yep, let's do it. Sounds good. I got my chainsaw ready. Yo, Abby, thanks for these 68 months. Dibs on producing. Fuck, she called dibs. Thanks for the 68 months, Abby. Cat's out of the bag, by the way. What do you mean? Oh, really? Okay. Were you nervous at all for that month-long event? Most people didn't really start until the end. Yeah, we were kind of nervous about that. We knew that like we knew that the majority of people would finish their Nuzlocke at the very end of it. But we didn't think it would be so... I don't know. Like, we were very grateful for Ray, Fusli, and Chris starting earlier. Because without them, we wouldn't have had anything to talk about for the Nuzlocke Invitational until week 3. Oh, and Ranboo. Ranboo started in week 2. Ranboo started in week 2. Because otherwise, yeah, we literally wouldn't have had that. Like, it just truly wasn't. Yeah. So it was awesome that we did that. Would you have staggered starts if you do it again? No. No, not at all. PointCrow, I'm going to expose you. Stefan, what are you exposing me for? What were the rental teams? So we actually didn't have the rental teams like ready because we didn't think that... Well, I mean, we were going to... like, we were going to... but, like, we didn't... like... have to actually make them. So we didn't have them like totally done. I mean, like we did have... Did I send you the mock Fusli one? I believe we did, yeah. Yeah, 6 unknown L's with overly complex competitive movesets. Yeah, that was the plan. Was there a specific reason for the Gen 8 cutoff? Yeah, we didn't have that programmed in. It would have taken a lot more effort for Gen 9 stuff inclusion. Jan said this was too good. Wait, let me check this Poke Paste here. Okay. Potential Fusli team. Oh my fucking god. A Samurai with Lightning Rod and Belly Drum. Final Gambit. Boomy with Explosion, Misty Explosion. Manat is hilarious. The killed Bayonet. And then if she died with the Azumarill, obviously it would be her Azumarill. This is hilarious. Oh my god, Garby. This is funny. This is really funny. This is wait. Can I send this to Fusli? Draz, can I send this to... Oh, it's a Salt Vest Spore. That's so funny. Yeah. All right, let me send this to Fusli here. All right, I sent it to Fusli. Garby with Recycle is so funny. Yeah, it literally has Recycle and Purify. Hyperspace Hole. This is creative. Ah. That's so funny. Oh yeah, I guess Abby also buried the lead there too. This was actually her last event that she is working on for the PointCrow company. So it was like a pretty sick send off. Yeah, I want to like. Oh, by the way, hi Walla Guy. Hello. Thanks for the raid, Walla Guy raid. Let's go. Yeah, there's nothing. That's the. There's nothing more there. It's just here. Let me put it in this way. It was a great send off. We all knew, like, interior, that this was like the last sort of event that she was going to work on. With PointCrow, like, this was like a great, like, final send off. Hell yeah, let's make this great. Yeah, make this cool. So we knew this for a bit. Yeah, there's no, like, I think the internet is like fresh and ready to go for like, what happened? Oh my god, what's the drama? None. It's this is like, I just want to let you know, the PointCrow at the end of the day is a business, right? And I do have employees that work for the business, and so, Abby wants to work on more events. She's like, hey, I'm gonna see what's it's like to work as a contractor with a whole bunch of streamers, a whole bunch of different events, really flex that production stuff that she's learned over the past couple years. And so she wants to go independent. And so that's just how jobs work. That's how it is, right? Yeah, she's been working for me full time for 4 years. And then been in the community for longer than that too. So genuinely, like, super awesome. That's how it works, right? That's how jobs work. And who's not to say that we're gonna hire her back for contractual stuff in the future? Like, that's, as like a heads up. A hole in wait, Cat says a hole in my heart in the shape of a bagel. So that's just like as a heads up. So she wants to do more things, and she's moving on to do those. Yeah, you can never work with her ever again now. Oh my god, guys, did you hear the drama? Oh, so it's funny. Longington, 6 for the 14 months. BBQ Williams, 6 for the Prime Gaming. But yeah, that's just she mentioned she wanted me to mention that. So not to self promo, but I put some real old shit on my Instagram post. That is self promo. Abby, since I'm sorry, but like, since you're not gonna work for me anymore, that you do realize that you are now subjected to the regular chat rules. So mods, can you please take your ban hammers and go whisker off into the sunset? Wait, damn, she's still a mod. Yeah, so just like as a heads up to all you guys. Who's that? She, it's as if I can still hear her voice, She's getting a nice steak dinner in the sky. Yeah, functionally, nothing's really going to change when it comes to like any of your PointCrow content that you like. But we will miss Abby. There's a bagel shaped hole in the PointCrow company.
Congratulations on an amazing event.
Thank you.
As a person who knows almost nothing about Pokemon, it was so much fun to watch. Would love next year to be able to hear some live audio reactions from the coaches while their teammates are in battle, or get to hear a little bit of the trash talking between the players during their matches.
We did have some of the coaches on the couch while they did. So that was planned. So that did happen. With the players, that was something that I think we'll probably work on for like a next year kind of thing, of like hearing those players when they're actually at like the desks and stuff. Because I know some of you guys wanted to hear it. I have good news for you guys. It's all recorded. We have every single thing is recorded. Like all of the audience, all of the microphones from either competitor, all of mine. So like, if you want to hear it'll be present in the tournament video that we're making. And I guess the next question, right, is most likely going to be, when is that happening? When is that tournament video coming out? We don't have a total ETA for you guys yet. I need to talk about timing with Peachow, how we're going to do that. Because he has a lot more footage than we do, to be honest. So we're gonna see what's happening with it, right? I would say within a couple months. It's a lot of time. I think some people, hilariously, I think some people have already asked when, like, is the video coming out next week? Totally misunderstanding how long of a runtime we have for our videos on the channel. Yeah, it's within the year, you know. The goal is within the year. I think it's extremely reachable. Couple months. So, although I do know that Kat could probably put something together in a week. We want to make it extremely good, not just great. Is your shirt inside out? No, it's the design. This is the important questions you guys are asking.
Abby, you put the everything in everything bagel.
Oh, that's sweet. Before or after Kaizo Ironmon? Before Kaizo Ironmon, yes. Kaizo Ironmon is a 2026 kind of video. That's one of those videos that has been... It has been extended because there's ways I want to do it. And I think it only ages like wine. I did say November. We did push it back. I'll probably make a small announcement about that sometime. But yeah, we did push it back mainly because the Nuzlocke Invitational took a lot more of my time. I am a much slower writer than I remembered. And by remembered, I gaslit myself into thinking I could do it by November. And there's so many other videos. So I was like, you know what? It's like trading Nuzlocke Invitational November versus Nuzlocke Invitational on time. Sorry, Kaizo Ironmon November versus Nuzlocke Invitational on time, plus other videos like the Tears of the Kingdom 100%, Bingo, the Pokemon one with Failboat, all that. So plus a couple more that we have being edited right now. So all right. Is there anything else you guys want to know? I guess we can open up not to just the Nuzlocke Invitational, but the channel in general. Status on Kazoo Ironmon? Non-existent. I think Kazoo Ironmon, I would love to do it, but it seems just not... I don't have an idea for it anymore. It's pretty dead. The Super Kaizo, the Seed Searcher, it exists. But I lost a lot of motivation to do it. Honestly, after somebody won, because it was like, oh, okay, the whole reason to do it, to prove that it's, you know, doable, is just kind of off now. It's like, okay, that just kind of I still do want to do it, but the main problem I had with the content was that it's not only difficult to explain what Kaizo Ironmon is, but then to explain what Super Kaizo Ironmon is, and then also to then relay, hey, this isn't like a randomly seeded Kaizo Ironmon. This is like I am intentionally cheating at this, so then we can prove that it's real. Like that it's like doable and like all this, but it is because someone did it. So it's like it's just a lot to explain to a viewer. So it's just kind of frustrating.
After
at the
not
end of the
playing
day.
since the DS era, you and Jan reignited my
Jan.
passion for Pokemon with your content. I really enjoyed SV and I'm also watching VGC and going back, playing old games now. I'm so thankful, and loved the event, and you and this community in general, Prowl.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people starting to Nuzlocke now. So we kind of like reinvigorated Nuzlocke.
What
Community.
game/challenge are you looking forward to playing?
So here's the thing. I, for some reason, was like, yo, it would be like so cool to like, I've asked about, I'm going to say this. I'm not promising anything. I'm not promising anything. I want to make it very clear. I am not promising anything. I need to finish the Kaizo Ironmon video. Okay? I need to finish that. That's my priority before another big Pokemon challenge. But I have looked into doing like a run and bun kind of thing. That'd be kind of cool. But here's the rub. Okay. The only reason, well, besides the Kaizo Ironmon stuff, the reason why I'm probably still not going to do it, even with, you know, if I finish Kaizo Ironmon videos, all this stuff, right? Here's the thing. I can see myself going live with Run and Bun, doing calcs, and then it just gets really boring. I am unsure about how entertaining I can make the math. That's like my rub. That's the thing. So what I wanted to maybe do is and this is why I'm a creator, is I need to make it entertaining and interesting. So not even a test run. Like I need to find a twist for it that makes it better. Yeah, some off-screen calcs, maybe use like whiteboards for it instead. Like I need to make it, give it the little PointCrow like stamp of approval here, because it seems really fun. I would love to do it. I just need to do that. Like it's also, it's similar to Blindfolded. Like put it like this. It's similar to Blindfolded. Everyone wants to watch the Blindfolded run. Nobody wants to watch the practice. And that's so fair. Like that's like, hell yeah, right? Like obviously, excuse you. Okay, sorry. It's not nobody. It's not, okay, it's not nobody. But relatively, it's a lot less people want to watch the practice part. So I would still do it, right? And I think it's pretty cool. Okay, I see I have offended some of you in chat, namely one person named Dax. But it's like more people would want to watch a football game than the practice. You've offended me. Also offended with poor man. Okay, fuck. Chat, look, it's a bottle cap. Whoa, a bottle cap. Look at the bottle cap. Oh my god. Whoa, shiny bottle cap. Oh my god, no way. Holy shit, it's a bottle cap. All right, we're good. And distract him. So basically, I'd have to figure out a way to maybe just do like the run. So figuring that one out. I also truly want to do Breath of the Wild blindfolded sometime. I already did the Great Plateau, but I want to do the whole game. That's something I definitely want to do sometime in the future. But I've also done like a lot of like really long challenges recently. So I think we might be doing some more like one-off stuff. You know? Yuma, thanks for the 38 months. Uber Geek, thanks for the 78 months. I've never been this offended, actually. Fuck. 78 months down the drain. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Frosty V, thanks for the tier 1. So I think I think what we'll probably end up doing is more one-off streams for the near future. And then probably like wait a little bit till we do like a true grind again. Where I could see something like Blindfolded, Breath of the Wild, maybe a hardcore Nuzlocke, like Emerald Kaizo even. Something like that. Yeah, but like later. Do you plan on playing Spirit Tracks in the future? Yes.
How are you doing on your New Year's resolution now that we're more than halfway through 2025?
Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. I don't want to review it until like the end of the year.
I have an important question. On a scale from 1 to 10, how ticklish would you say you are? Kappa 100.
Thanks. Tickle monster. That's fucking crazy.
I never thought I would enjoy Pokemon
You'll never
as
know.
much as I do before watching your channel. I never thought it would be for me, but I'm glad to be trying it out and enjoying it now, and I'm looking forward to trying out more games in the future.
Hell yeah.
The Invitational was also super fun to watch and makes me excited to continue.
I'm really excited to continue too. Yeah. So yeah, we have some cool things coming up. And we'll talk about like a year 2 for the Nuzlocke Invitational. Unclear what it looks like. But I will say this: I don't see a repeat of the players. It'd be cool, but also you can't fundamentally be new to Nuzlocke after doing this anymore, you know? So, unsure. I don't see it. Yeah. Here's the thing. If this goes long enough, I do see an all-star season though. So that could be a cool idea, right? Like that, you know, if this goes long enough, like the return, that'd be kind of neat. So, maybe every couple of years or something. But yeah. I mean, I can see some coaches returning for sure. I don't know. By the way, all of this is just speculation. I don't know. Once again, this event is equal mine as it is Peachow's. So, you know, it's obviously also up to Peachow on any of this. Like, we got to agree on it. So, new merch when? Soon. Who said that? What's going on? Huh? I mean, there's merch right now, live on collectorsanxiety.com. What's up? Did you guys say something? Did someone say something? Were there any points about the planning that you and Peachal disagreed about? Oh, yes, the drama. The drama behind the scenes. No, we pretty much agreed on everything. Or, I mean, like, even if we disagreed on something, like, we worked out something to... I don't really remember. But there's, like, you know, just figure out stuff. Yeah, I don't want to address the drama today, guys. Doug is a player next year. Once again, I don't want to address the drama. You can watch Doug's VOD if you want to get the drama. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. If somebody's put their hat in the ring, I do know about it already. I know Stan's like what went live on his stream and said he would kill somebody to be on it. I was like, oh, that's a lot to. That's like, you know, that's I don't know about murder, but you'll need to prove a sacrifice to get on the show. All right. Yeah, besides that, honestly, incredibly happy with how it went. Yeah, cat. Yeah. I think I'm really excited to see what we do for next year. All I will promise this: if we do it next year, I will promise it that it will be even better. There are some really easy things that we can do to make it just like even better and so cool. So imagine, like, not to start the hype early, you know, not to start the hype early, but we already have ideas on how to get it even better. Next year, you can do it in the new Champions Pokemon game. I'm not sure we could. It might have to be Scarlet Violet again. We will see. It definitely like matters on what's accessible. For sure.
You guys killed this event. Some of the most insane Pokemon hype I've ever seen. Let's go, amazing production and planning all around. They grow
Thanks,
up
Jeremy.
so fast, feels strong, man.
They grew up so fast. It was just yesterday. Oh, thank you so much, though. I appreciate it. It was crazy. It was crazy. Can you stream the after party next year? No. It was fun though. I remember it was like such a big relax,
now that you've
you know.
already done one event and had it be pretty successful, could that help
100%,
you getting
yeah.
sponsors for a possible tournament
I already
next
have a lot of
year?
ideas. If we don't get a sponsor next year, I'm cooked. I might as well I literally might as well just like hang up my my badge as a streamer. No, after party was fun. We just like relaxed, chilled, you know. I remember going to like a diner with like sandwich and Chris Melberger at like 4 a.m. that morning, like afterwards. Hilarious. I got some mediocre omelet at there, you know. Not the theater kid finale. Oh, I guess so. Yeah, the late night 24/7 diner. Yeah. Polar Bear, thanks for the tier 1. Did you guys do that paintball match that Freeze-Eye talked about? No. Dude, the crazy thing about the whole Freeze-Eye and Slimecicle part was the fact that like I can't leak the server or DMs or anything. But like they played this up so well that it's like quite literally like it was just casual drops. Like casual, like, oh, yo, you got to practice with Ray? Yeah, you know, I guess like I tried a little bit with Slimecicle here, but like he's just been really busy. And then like I would go to like play Magic, like Magic Gathering with like Slimecicle, right? And then like at our Magic night, like Friday Night Magic, he would just drop like, you know, like I really do want to like try, but like I'm doing this other show, which I don't know has been leaked or not. He's like, I'm doing this other thing, and it's just like taking so much time. And I was like, yeah, no worries. Like, he's like, is it okay if I don't practice as much? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. Like, don't worry. And I'm like, and then literally he comes out being like, nah, I actually was practicing a lot. And I was like, fuck you. Like, what an operation. Like mention it so casually. I was like, oh, this is like just between just two friends, you know, just having a good time. I was like, this is insane. Like, yeah, his lies had layers. Like, and Freeze-Eye was so in on it too, because at one point he did like publicly complain. Like, he was like, yeah, like I just haven't been able to get in contact with Slimecicle, which Slimecicle mentioned to me earlier that he was busy. So he's like, I haven't been able to, you know, he's just been working on some stuff. So like, you know, we haven't practiced much, but trust me, he's still going to beat you guys. And we're like, all right, bud, all right, you know, we understand. It's awesome. All right, I think there's not much more to sort of like reveal. There's truly, like, I guess yeah, we've done it all. We did our best. We're gonna see if we can maybe do it next year. You guys will know. Follow my Twitter, Instagram, YouTube community tab, Blue Sky. It'll all be on there. Genuinely, if you want updates. So, yeah, we'll see. We will see. So thanks for watching, guys. Without you guys, seriously, the event wouldn't even happen. It's literally because of you guys that we were able to even put it on in the first place. Short Ash, thanks for the 33 months. Like I say, a lot of the time, I take a lot of the profits that I make from my videos that you guys do end up watching and put that towards events. So that's you know, I don't know. I guess I don't know how this. It's just thank you so much. It's the fact that you guys are enjoying it at all is all I can ask for. So I appreciate it a lot. Let's see who's live currently. Wow. I wonder if anybody's live currently right now on on Twitch. Interesting. Okay, let's go raid out to somebody currently. If I can. And then tomorrow we'll be back to our regularly scheduled programming. Most likely we'll be doing the Tears of the Kingdom with only sticks. But I will be taking streams pretty easy. Not gonna lie. Mainly, God, Drew's. why is Drew's title hashtag Team Valkyrie? Okay. All right, I'm gonna rate him. I think he's doing Nuzlocke analysis right now. Okay. But yeah. Tomorrow we'll be live with the Tears of the Kingdom only stick probably. So it'll be a lot of fun. All right. I got some post-production work to do. It'll be around 1 p.m. Pacific time. If you guys want to be pinged, notified, then follow the stream, or go to discord.gg/PointCrow discord.gg/PointCrow, and you can kind of sign up for notifications too. So, yeah, we still got a whole couple bosses to beat with just a stick. So, all right, bye chat. See you later. Bye.